In the midst of growing global trade tensions, BYD founder Wang Chuanfu has issued a direct challenge to the automotive markets of the United States and Europe. His public declaration, "You're afraid of our electric cars," has echoed as a watershed moment in the battle for the future of the industry. Behind this statement lies a power play where geopolitics, technological innovation, and commercial strategies intertwine, reflecting a new era of rivalry between industrial powers. BYD's explosion into the global electric vehicle (EV) market is not merely a commercial phenomenon, but a sign of structural transformation in the automotive industry. Since completely halting internal combustion engine production in 2022, the Chinese company has established itself as a world leader in EV and plug-in hybrid sales, with more than 3 million units sold in 2023 alone. This rise, however, has directly collided with the protectionist interests of the West. The European Union accelerated anti-subsidy investigations against Chinese EVs in September 2023, while the United States quadrupled tariffs on these vehicles in May 2024, raising them to over 100%. For Wang Chuanfu, these measures don't reflect weakness but rather the reaction of threatened competitors. When an industry is strong, others try to protect themselves with barriers, the executive stated, emphasizing that China has moved beyond copying technologies. It now leads in innovation. BYD's strategy combines industrial scale with radical innovation. Its Seagull model, sold for less than $10,000 in China, is scheduled to arrive in Europe for under $20,000, directly challenging competitors like Stellantis and Renault. In Latin America, the same vehicle, rebranded as the Dolphin Mini in Natal, Brazil, is marketed for about $20,000, demonstrating the company's ability to adapt pricing to different markets. This commercial aggressiveness is backed by a vertically integrated supply chain, controlling everything from battery production to final assembly. The blade battery technology developed by BYD exemplifies this advantage. An innovative design that increases energy density and reduces fire risks, the blade-shaped battery positions the company ahead in safety and efficiency. Strategic partnerships with giants like Huawei and Xiaomi strengthen its position, integrating artificial intelligence and connectivity solutions into their vehicles. However, BYD's global expansion faces resistance. In Europe, the increase in Chinese imports, which represented 9% of EV sales in 2023, is under regulatory pressure. Projections indicate that this share could reach 20% by 2027, but the tariffs proposed by the EU could reduce this figure by up to 25%. In response, China has threatened to retaliate with taxes of up to 25% on large displacement vehicles, primarily targeting German brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW. For Western manufacturers, the challenge is twofold. On one hand, they need to accelerate the transition to EVs. On the other, they must compete on price with a state-subsidized Chinese industry. Ford's executive in Europe, Martin Sander, acknowledged the pressure. "We get nervous when new competitors enter the market." Ford CEO Jim Farley was more direct. "China represents an existential threat to the global automotive sector," highlighting the combination of affordable cost and continuous innovation. Meanwhile, BYD advances with diversification strategies. In Brazil, the ship explorer No. 1 has already transported thousands of vehicles to the port of Santos, while in Europe it plans to install local factories to circumvent tariffs. Partnerships with traditional manufacturers, such as Toyota, have resulted in hybrid models like the BZ3C, which combine Chinese battery expertise with Japanese engineering. These alliances, however, generate internal tensions. Toyota executives still defend the superiority of hybrid technology, even while collaborating with BYD. The reaction of Western governments reveals a strategic ambivalence. On one hand, they seek to protect national jobs and industries. On the other, they recognize the inevitability of the transition to EVs. Europe, for example, has established ambitious goals to eliminate gasoline vehicles by 2035, but current trade policies may delay the adoption of Chinese technologies, considered more advanced. For the American public, this trade battle brings concrete implications. The competition between Chinese EVs and local models, such as the electric Ford F-150 or the Chevrolet Bolt, will define who leads the expanding market. BYD's ability to offer affordable vehicles with cutting-edge range and technology may pressure manufacturers to reduce prices and accelerate innovations. At the same time, the escalation of tariffs and trade retaliations reflects the complexity of international relations, where economic interests mix with issues of technological sovereignty. While analysts debate whether protectionist measures will be effective, BYD continues investing in expansion. Its plans include factories in Mexico and Thailand, as well as partnerships in emerging markets. This strategy aims not only to neutralize tariff risks, but also to build a global production network that will be difficult to contain through isolated trade barriers. At the heart of this dispute lies the question: what defines the next frontier of automotive innovation? If for Wang Chuanfu the answer is clear, China is 3 to 5 years ahead, the West needs to decide between protecting traditional models or embracing an accelerated transition, even if it involves learning from emerging competitors. The irony is that, while politicians discuss tariffs, consumers worldwide continue to be attracted to affordable and connected electric vehicles, exactly what BYD offers. In this scenario, the BYD founder's statement is not just a direct challenge, but a mirror of the profound transformations reshaping the global industrial map. The battle for EVs transcends borders. It's about who will define technological standards, production costs, and ultimately economic sovereignty in the 21st century. Meanwhile, electric car buyers, whether in Shanghai, São Paulo, or Detroit, continue to benefit from this competition, with more varied, efficient, and accessible options each year.